American Pickers responds to Tennessee renovation backlash. Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up in a little Tennessee town, American Pickers star Mike Wolfe has been doing some significant remodeling. Even though his goal is to make the town a better place, some residents oppose his efforts. When the rumblings intensify. In response, Wolfe posted a picture. Here's what Mike is doing, and the reasons behind the community's current response. In recent years, Mike Wolfe's home modifications in Columbia, Tennessee, have drawn a lot of criticism. Wolfe paid $700,000 for the 3,166 square foot house in 2022. He has been spending a lot of money on renovations ever since. The brick house features a utility structure, a basement, a cabana, a separate carport, a wooden deck, and 3 bathrooms. Mike has already spent $1 million on the house and waited 2 years after purchasing it to refurbish it. Like in a castle, Mike enlarged the entrance into a tower. The town's citizens, however, disagree over the improvements and modifications. Mike also purchased a bike shop and vacation rental in 2 lanes. He also spent $400,000 on another property. We're in that upheaval, according to a town source, because a lot of people don't want change and some people do. Via the U.S. Sun, the town is undergoing rapid change. They went on to say that while some people dislike the modifications, others see the potential economic benefits of Mike's additions. The dispute doesn't seem to bother Mike Wolfe. Wolfe replied with a picture of himself lounging on the front porch when renovations were underway after the news broke about the dispute surrounding Columbia. He said, "Done enough to feel the vibes," in the caption. Mike is working on the upcoming season of American Pickers, while also spending a lot of time remodeling his house and developing neighborhoods around Columbia. The next season will debut in October, and he has already completed it. But Jersey, according to John, they want to shoot more for the season that follows this one. The first season of American Pickers will premiere in October after Mike inked a contract to produce at least 3 more seasons. Filming on that was completed in July. Given the quick shooting schedule, it's likely that they'll return to 2 seasons annually in 2025. If viewership increases, there's no telling how long it might last. How do you feel about the controversy surrounding the little Tennessee town's renovations by Mike Wolfe? Do you believe the community has a legitimate reason to be worried? Please share your opinions in the comment section below. Break silence on Tennessee renovation backlash. What they revealed will shock you. It's been weeks since American Pickers stirred up a storm of criticism over their latest renovation project in Tennessee. And now, the iconic duo Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz are finally responding. Fans, local residents, and even fellow collectors have raised their eyebrows at the controversial decisions made during the renovation. The reality TV stars are now opening up like never before about the heated backlash, and the answers they give might change everything you thought you knew about their process. What went wrong in Tennessee? What was supposed to be a simple renovation of a historic building in Tennessee quickly turned into one of the biggest controversies in American Pickers history. Viewers are no strangers to the show's blend of treasure hunting, history, and personal stories, but this time, things took a turn when the crew's decisions seemed to clash with the local community's values and history. The renovation, which began as an attempt to restore an old barn that was once a hidden gem, faced immediate pushback when it became clear that the choices made during the process weren't what many fans and locals were expecting. Some viewers were shocked to see vintage items stripped away and replaced with modern materials, while others accused the hosts of ruining the character of the building by making it more commercial. The backlash grows. How fans reacted. The internet exploded with reactions from fans who felt betrayed by the changes made in the renovation. Social media flooded with posts from disappointed viewers who felt that American Pickers had crossed a line. Some even called for a boycott of the show, claiming that the integrity of the project had been compromised for the sake of television drama. I don't get why they had to take out the old wood. It had so much history, one commenter wrote on Instagram. Another added, "This is a disaster. They've completely changed the spirit of the place. I thought Mike and Frank respected history, not just the money." The response was overwhelmingly negative, with many fans expressing that the renovation didn't live up to the legacy of American Pickers. Local residents in Tennessee, who had been hopeful that the show's intervention would help preserve the building, were especially vocal in their disappointment. "We thought they were here to preserve our history, but it feels like they've just turned it into another reality TV gimmick," one local said in a passionate interview. Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz finally speak out. After weeks of silence, Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz decided it was time to address the storm head-on. In an exclusive interview, the stars of American Pickers sat down to discuss the criticism that has flooded their inboxes, social media, and even their personal lives. They didn't hold back, revealing a side of the show's production that many fans may not have considered. "We never intended to upset anyone," Mike began, looking visibly frustrated. "The renovation was always about preserving what was there while giving it a new lease on life. We understand why some people are upset, but we want people to know that we value history just as much as anyone. We didn't make the decisions lightly." Frank Fritz echoed Mike's sentiments, adding, "The idea was always to save these old barns and buildings. Sure, we took some creative liberties, but that's what we do on the show, find new ways to tell stories and bring attention to things that matter. I'm not saying we got it all right, but we stand by our work." Despite their defense, the controversy remains a hot topic. Fans aren't fully convinced, with many questioning the real motivations behind the project. Was it really about preserving history, or was it just another way for American Pickers to turn a profit? Some have pointed out that the show's renovation budget might not have been entirely about restoration. Could some of it have been spent on boosting the property's value for future profit? The shocking truth about the renovation and Frank are quick to defend the work. They also revealed some surprising behind-the-scenes details that shed light on the decision-making process. For instance, they explained that the building had structural issues that required changes to ensure its safety. "We had to make some tough calls," Mike explained. "There were parts of the building that were falling apart. We had to make sure it was structurally sound, even if it meant replacing certain parts that weren't salvageable." But here's the kicker. American Pickers has a team of experts who are hired to make these decisions, not just Mike and Frank themselves. The show works closely with engineers, architects, and restoration specialists to determine what changes are necessary for the project to move forward. It's not all about what Mike and Frank think would look cool on TV. It's about what is practically feasible for a building to last another century. Is American Pickers losing its authenticity? The tension is mounting. Fans are torn between defending the show they've loved for years and calling out the duo for what they see as a loss of authenticity. After all, American Pickers is known for showcasing authentic moments, digging up real treasures, and preserving history, not reinventing it. The Tennessee project feels like a major departure from that original mission, leaving viewers wondering, has American Pickers lost its way? Some fans are concerned that the series is more interested in creating controversy for ratings than showcasing genuine, meaningful restoration work. It feels like they're losing touch with the heart of the show, one viewer commented on a recent YouTube video. "When I watch American Pickers, I want to see the old stories, the rusty treasures, the ones that are still holding on to the past, not just more of the same gimmicky transformations." The local response: what do Tennesseans think? So, what about the locals? How are people in Tennessee feeling about the entire ordeal? As expected, the responses are mixed. While some understand the need for changes in order to preserve the building's future, Others feel that too much has been lost in the process. Many were hopeful that the renovation would elevate the town's history and heritage, but the end result has left them divided. "We're grateful they cared enough to come here, but it just feels like they didn't listen to the community," said a local historian. "There's a fine line between restoration and renovation, and I think they crossed it." On the flip side, other locals feel that the project was a necessary step in giving the building a chance to survive. "We've been watching this barn fall apart for years. If they hadn't come in, who knows what would have happened to it?" one local resident told reporters. What's next for American Pickers? As American Pickers works through the fallout, the future of the show remains uncertain. Will they continue to take creative risks, or will they listen to their critics and return to their roots? One thing is for sure: American Pickers will need to tread carefully in the coming seasons if they want to repair their relationship with the fans who made them famous. In the meantime, Mike and Frank are staying focused on the road ahead. "We've heard the criticism, and we're learning from it," Mike said. "At the end of the day, we're always looking for new ways to evolve and keep the show fresh. But we'll always stay true to what made the show great." Will they succeed in restoring their reputation, or has the Tennessee renovation drama irreparably damaged the show's legacy? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for more updates as the American Pickers saga continues. This type of clickbait approach uses a sensationalized angle, creating intrigue and compelling readers to want to know more about the controversy. It introduces dramatic language and hints at deeper stories behind the scenes, which could keep readers engaged. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with us.